I'm Ailbhe Gerard. I farm on Brookfield Farm in Tipperary on the shores of Lough Derg on the Shannon. And my farm is a diverse farm which has quite a lot of place for wildlife. So I have organically certified lamb, I do conventional winter barley, but also broadleaf trees and agri-environmental like floss, which involves things like wild bird cover, wildflower meadows, hedgerows, planting orchards. And I also teach in Garteen Agricultural College. As a farmer, it's really important to me to look after the biodiversity on the farm, and that includes making a place for insects and other wildlife. So I've planted, as you can see, 10 acres of wildflowers around my beehives. So I keep honeybees, the native Irish honeybee, who's quite a black bee, and they're distinct genetically from the European honeybee, which is very interesting. Beekeeping is a lot of fun and it's very interesting, and we do love having people come to visit. So we have a lot of open days during the summer. From that, I developed the idea of hive share so that people can share in the joy of beekeeping. So they get to experience what it's like to look after bees. So you can get a share of a hive with me, which involves you get a gift box with a certificate saying what share of a beehive you have, and then we send you newsletters showing the beautiful farm, the countryside, and the bees at the different seasons, the different work we're doing. Hive share to me is a way that people can participate in beekeeping and learn more about the fascinating life of honeybees, and particularly the bees that call this farm their home. It's a 12-month-a-year care for bees. So you need to look after them in the wintertime, make sure that it's not too humid, make sure they have enough honey to eat, enough stores. You look after them in the spring, make sure that they're building up correctly. You look after them in the summer, and I look after the bees on this farm by putting in 10 acres of wildflower meadows, which gives them a huge amount of foraging. And then in the autumn, we get to take the surplus honey. So people get to understand that, but also to understand the kind of farming that provides a safe place for insects to be, because they are incredibly important. I like to think on Brookfield Farm we have a bee sanctuary. So it's a safe place for honeybees and other pollinators, because I don't use pesticides and herbicides in the wildflower areas and in the organically certified land. An amalgamation of factors that includes use of chemicals in farming and lack of forage. So it's cutting hedgerows, removing blossoms, taking out dandelions. All these things are actually hurting all pollinators, not just honeybees. We're very lucky in Ireland that the government has recognised that there is a huge threat to pollinating insects. So they've developed a plan called the All Ireland Pollinator Plan, which is a really important initiative that farmers and people can sign up to, and businesses, to help protect insects. Every August we have a hive share celebration, which is called the Honey Celebration Day, where we invite everybody who's a share in the hives to come and enjoy the meadows and see the beautiful lakeshore environment with the wildflowers, and enjoy some of our honey, which is very important. And also we explain a bit more about beekeeping and show how to make beeswax candles, which is another part of the enterprise. The old community idea of people coming together to help at harvest time would be the mehel, and it's something that I think is really important part of my farm. I'm very lucky to have people who are writing to me wanting to come and be farm volunteers, and every autumn we have a big harvest celebration where we invite people to come and participate in a big barbecue outside with one of our lambs and local produce. It's a sustainable farm with the different enterprises, tillage, trees, animals, bees, that the outputs from one enterprise form the inputs for another. So there is no waste. By having honeybees, it makes me very much more aware of the kind of environment that suits other insects, because they are the basis of the food chain.